I think that's one of our river otter friends, or a beaver. Oh, that's a beaver. Aww. This is like perfect moose land. Hey little guy, what's up? I'm really rushing my way back to Daisy Farm for where I'm going to take my first break for the day. I have a lot of miles to cover today if I want to make it all the way back to Rock Harbor, especially if I want to do it by 2 p.m. So just hustling it out here. I still haven't seen a moose. I even stopped and waited at the place where I had heard one yesterday for a good while, but none came through while I was there. Hoping to see one on the trail today. There's a rabbit on the trail. Can you tell what kind of bird that is? So I made it back to the Daisy Farm campground area, and from here there's a trail that leads north towards Mount Ojibway. But I'm gonna take a break here and drink some water and have a snack. 9.7 more miles, let's go. It's beautiful here. See a turtle. I gotta pray I don't fall off into this. Gotta stay focused. There's the turtle. But he's just chilling too. Dude, this would be such a terrible fall. The moose are evading me. Balance. Walk in a straight line, Michaela. We're not gonna fall today. Huh. Nothing. Made that crossing. Some slug friends. I think I must be getting close to the tower. Check out these views. You can see the lake from here. Oh, I'm exhausted. It's only 1.7 miles to the Ojibway Mountain Lookout Tower, but it's not even just like straight up. It's like up, then down into Valley 1, up, then down into Valley number 2, up, then down into Mini Valley number 3. Oh, so hopefully I'm almost there. There it is, Ojibway Tower on Mount Ojibway. I'll climb to the top. You can basically see around the entire island from up here. It's about 44 miles that way. I don't know if I can see that end, but I can see Lake Superior everywhere around me. Definitely worth the hike up here. I think Mount Franklin's that way, about 3 miles. It wasn't exactly indicated on the map. We'll see if the sign says. And the pathway that's connecting them is part of the Greenstone Ridge Trail, Green Rim Trail, Green Rock Rim Trail. I don't know why it's called green. I think maybe because the rock's all covered with moss and lichen. I don't know. But I'm hoping that it's just a straight shot out to Mount Franklin. It looks like it might be, so I don't have to do a lot of up and down to get there. Making good progress. Rock Harbor's out there somewhere along that stretch. I think that might be where I came from, Daisy Farm. It says Mount Franklin Junction, 2.8 miles. So is that just 2.8 miles to the junction or to Mount Franklin itself? I guess we'll find out. Let's go. Greenstone? What do they mean by that? I have a feeling it is. I don't know what this is, but it looks like it's been in this rock for a long time. Dude, I think that's a sandhill crane. Oh, not as people friendly as the ones at Sandy Ridge. Wow. You can see the lighthouse, the Rock Harbor Lighthouse way down there, up quite a bit higher than the last time I saw it. Making good progress. Just 5 more miles to go. I guess it makes sense, but it's been mostly downhill coming down from Mount Franklin towards 3 Mile campsite. So that's been a nice change. Based on my timing and pace calculations, I should make it back to Rock Harbor around 1:30, which would be perfect. So keeping my fingers crossed that all continues to go according to plan. Hopefully they still have boat tickets left. We'll see. If not, I guess I'll just chill. Well, this is totally where I would want to be if I was a moose. Only 3 more miles. Susie's Cave is up that way. So what this means is I have less than 2 miles to go to get back to Rock Harbor. You guys. Just about there. I cannot believe I just did that before 1 p.m. Hi. Are there still tickets for the 2 p.m. boat tour?
We're not doing tours at this time.
Oh, okay. They haven't started, or?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Bye.
Bro, I hiked back to Rock Harbor literally so fast. And I get there by 1 to the office where they're supposed to sell the boat tour tickets. And they tell me that they're not doing the tours yet, even though the Greenstone book, which is like Isle Royale's magazine, said that it would start 6/7, which was 2 days ago. So I was just like so exhausted. I didn't even like ask, like, well, what about 6/7? Today's 6/9. I just like left. So that's that. I wish I'd taken a little bit more time on the hike today to enjoy some of the sights. Oh well, I'm here now. It feels good to sit down. It feels good to have that walking behind me. I found a shelter in the Rock Harbor campsites. Otherwise, there's some trails around here that I'll probably explore either this evening or tomorrow because I have until 2 p.m. tomorrow. Now I'm just gonna eat my lunch, which I haven't had a chance to do because, again, I was rushing all the way back here. So I guess it is a good thing, after all, that I made it back when I did. It started raining, and luckily I'm able to just stay dry in a shelter. It really hasn't rained yet so far on this trip. Came out here to find moose. The ranger said that hiking this trail at dusk might be good. I'm a little bit early, but I wanted to kind of test it out. I might come back out again. This is a pretty cool place regardless. Oh, okay. Hi, Rainbow. What? Oh man. All right, mister, you're blocking the trail. Thank you. You guys are really not shy. So after walking over 10 miles around the Rock Harbor area looking for a moose last night and this morning, it was great. I saw pretty sights, no moose anywhere. I was bummed. It's like 8:39. I don't even know what time now. So I was thinking like, we're pretty much past dawn. My chance to see a moose is probably over for this trip. And I'm sitting drinking my coffee and I hear like back in the trees on that side of my shelter, some like noise, like a step, like rustle of leaves. And I look up and sure enough, there's a moose headed directly towards my shelter. And then he kind of turned and went up there and around the back of my shelter, and then went through the main road between the campsites and hung out for a while by the outhouse, just eating. I saw a moose. It was super cute. It was a big one. Kept my distance, but there were other people around too. Everyone was pretty courteous of the moose, so that's so crazy. As I'm drinking my coffee, I can go home happy now. I'm waiting to get my kayak or canoe, but apparently they only have 2-person boats. We'll see if I'm able to do it. I got my kayak gear and I'm headed over to the dock. I have about 3 hours left before my ferry heads back to Copper Harbor. There's one of the seaplanes that also brings people to and from Isle Royale. I will say it's very doable with one person, but very hard to steer. I keep getting spun around by the lake and then it just kind of sits still. So it's nice it's not moving too much. But what a wild adventure. My arms are going to be so tired. Nope, we're not gonna turn. Unreal. To get my feet totally soaked getting in. There's really no other way to get in a kayak other than to step in the water. I think my friend back there needs to pick up the slack. Maybe that's why we're spinning all over the place. Don't spin on me. Or do. All right, have it your way.
You can leave it there. I'll get it from there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yep. How'd it go? Did it work out for you sitting in the front?
Yeah, it actually did.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'd kind of just spin in a circle. It was really fun. Thank you so much.
After I docked, I noticed that one of the women that I had sat with on the boat ride over, who was part of the group that was here for botany, was sitting on the dock. So I caught up with her, heard how her trip was going. You're one of my botany friends that I met on the boat. Hey. How's it been? She had tagged along with her friends for the botany experience, so she'd said it was a little too much botany for her, but she overall enjoyed it and was enjoying her time here. It was just funny to hear her tell stories about how all of these people in this group would just be on their hands and knees looking at the different types of flora that they could find.
And down on their hands and knees, they're so into it.
She was happy to hear that my trip had gone well also.
Well,
It's good seeing you again.
Nice.
Glad
Yeah, I'll tell
everything's
Bobby
going
and
well.
Craig that you survived. We talked about you
Yes.
earlier and said, I hope everything's going well.
It did.
But I really respect you for doing that on your own. In fact, I was hiking by myself, and I thought, if she can do this by herself, I can do this by myself. I know there are things in the woods, but it's okay.
Oh, that's just one of the things that I love, traveling alone. On all of my searches for moose the past day, I met a couple last night who are from Maryland and RV across the country. So they were super cool to talk to. Today on the trail looking for a moose this morning, I met a man who's here with his family from Louisiana, and his son, who had just graduated high school, was the one to plan their entire family trip. So we were just talking about kind of what goes into planning trips and what's inspired me to plan my solo trips. That's one of the most special things about traveling alone, is you're just more open to talking with people that you haven't met before. Now I'm basically just finishing packing up my things. My feet are soaking wet from stepping in the water to get into and out of the kayak. The boat starts boarding, I think, around 1:30, 1:45, so I will hopefully have a little bit of time to dry off my shoes on the dock while we're waiting. To the boat. Lake Huron, and this morning I saw Lake Superior.